The first card is Page of Cups. This is the High Priest or the Hierophant. This is a Four of Pentacles. I have a Queen of Swords, a Page of Swords, Seven of Swords, so far very interesting shifts here. Two of Cups, Seven of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, and of course I'll pull an outcome card after the main reading. So, interesting energies. No wands at all. It's just this shift from this water to the sword, back to water. And then we have these two pentacles here. So I'm not necessarily feeling people. I feel like this is a general shift of a relationship that I'm getting a sense that there are things shifting as far as your relationship that are kind of dramatic here, especially with all of these swords here, right here in the middle. But what I get here, you do have one major arcana card, the High Priest. And this is a card about faithfulness and trust and traditions. And it's also about counseling, wisdom, seeking wisdom, getting counseling. And what this tells me next to this Page of Cups, because the High Priest is about trust and faithfulness and high ideals, next to this Page of Cups, I almost felt, Pisces, that some of you here were falling in love. Even though the High Priest is your only major arcana, I'm feeling sort of like, well, what is this about next to this young Page of Cups, this very hopeful, wishing child? This is the card of having a crush or starting to fall in love, being very optimistic. Sometimes it can be a little bit immature, but usually the Page of Cups is the opening of the heart, opening into hope. So next here to the High Priest, Pisces, I feel like there's this very serious event or energy with a relationship, someone that you feel could be your soulmate. And so that is your only major arcana card. When I look here at this Four of Pentacles, of course this is the card of stagnation, staying still. It can be a card about selfishness, only because you see the man is holding on to what he has. I feel like with the energy of these two cards, Pisces, some of the things definitely coming from past events and influence, I feel like some of you were very hopeful and inspired about the possibility of a relationship or working things out with someone. But then the Four of Pentacles seems to put a stop to all that. Water is soft, it's a liquid, it's flowing, there are no constraints. But then you have this Four of Pentacles meeting this energy of the Page of Cups with Earth. Very solid, hard, a foundation, changes very little. So I feel like with these first three cards that there was a sense of being disappointed in the way a potential relationship turned out. Big disappointment in love from these first three cards. So then we get here, which I found very interesting, like, wow, lots of swords here. We have a Queen of Swords confronting the Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, as some of you know from my videos, yeah, it can be about secrets. Sometimes it's about cheating or dishonesty. Okay, and I feel like maybe this can happen on a number of levels. Not necessarily that someone was cheating, but there's this sense of, with this Queen of Swords, and that's what I mean where I'm not thinking of a particular person with a particular sign or energy. I'm getting this sense of something in a relationship where it's like we need to have a sit down and we need to confront this. So this Queen of Swords, she's usually considered the widow. She is considered a very wise woman. Okay, she's been through a lot. And so the general tone of this middle row right here, just confrontation, a conversation that doesn't make you feel good. It's a conversation that needs to happen. Confronting a lie or a secret. Someone being evasive. So some of you, Pisces, there might be serious discussions. For some of you, maybe an argument. But then for some of you, it can just be this quiet confrontation of the truth. An important conversation that you have to have with your partner or love interest. That's what I'm seeing here in that middle row. So last row, very interesting again, where here's what I think is going on. You have two sevens here. You have a Seven of Swords and a Seven of Cups. The number 7 is about revising and redoing and reflecting. It's about subtle changes. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling that when you get this Seven of Swords and Seven of Cups, that the energy of this number sort of influenced working things out, because you have two very lovely cards here. You have a Two of Cups, which of course is the card of emotional commitment and love. And then we have this Ten of Pentacles here. Very important because this is about prosperity in the material world. A family that's prosperous, content. Sometimes it can mean a little bit of materialism, focusing too much on what you own and what you have. But I do feel like the general energy of this last row is that whatever speed bump or problem or issue that came up here in this middle row will be resolved. So I'm going to shuffle for the outcome card. I have a Six of Swords, and this can be the card of travel. Sometimes it means healing, okay, but it's a good card because, and I've said many times, this is probably one of my favorite depictions of the Six of Swords, The Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan, because you have all the elements here in this card. You have the water, you have the earth, the boat made out of wood. You also have the wand, which is the oar, and then you have the 6 swords that are in the boat being used to keep the boat afloat. They're also there as a guide. You see the man looking at the swords, and the swords seem to be some reminder or guide on where he needs to go. So this is a good thing. It can also mean actual travel or a new job or a new home. But I do feel, Pisces, that in the context of the other cards, especially with this Page of Swords right here in the middle, that some of you are dealing with a big, well, not necessarily big, but something significant happening in your relationships that need to be addressed, that need to be worked out. Very important conversations and decisions that will need to be made together. But in the future, for some of you, resolution, recommitment, moving forward here. Okay, so Pisces, that was your reading. I want to thank everybody for their support. And as I said, make sure that you check out my Patreon page if you are interested in being a sponsor. But as summer comes to an end, I do want to wish a happy birthday to all you Virgos. Your birthday started last week, so happy birthday in advance to all you Virgos. Please take care, and I will see you next month. I wish you love and light.